Hey everybody, it's Naj, also known as the Tarot Snob, also known as Gypsy Hustle. If you are here by way of Instagram, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's edition of Celebrity Tarot Readings, we are featuring T.I. We all know that T.I. has been in the news lately. He's been in the media, all over the blogs and things like that, because he's recently had some things to say about his daughter and her virginity, if you will. And so, a lot of people were kind of, outraged about him speaking on his daughter's virginity and how he checks it every year. And so, I'm just kind of wondering what's going on with T.I. right now at the moment, because he really has not reached out. To my knowledge, he hasn't really kind of reached out and given any kind of statement. I checked his social media. I think November 3rd was the last time that he posted something, and that was before this all happened. So I'm just kind of interested in getting inside his mind and his heart and seeing how he's feeling. If he's feeling regretful, having said those things, or if he's just kind of like, I said what I said. So interested in seeing what he's thinking and what his next move is going to be. I have already washed my cards before I begin, or before I hit play or whatever. And also, I've done a good shuffle. So the cards are ready to go. Let's just kind of get right into it and see what some of T.I.'s thoughts are. And also, I'll do kind of a slight shuffle in between, just kind of get some clarifying cards. See if you can get that in the shot here. The Magician, the Fool, and the Seven of Pentacles. Very interesting. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm feeling like, yeah, that's where I figured we were going. Okay, let's get that in there. All right, so what I'm feeling like with the Magician is he is kind of feeling that sense of urgency, like he needs to do something. He needs to take some kind of action. So I think he does know eventually he's going to have to say something. He's going to have to put out a statement. But right now, I think that he's busy dealing with his family. See, I've got the Ten of Cups here, okay? And I've got the Six of Wands. And right now, he's trying to be strong for his family. Like, he know he's going to have to deal with the media. He's going to have to put out the statement. He's going to have to deal with all that. Right now, I think he's working on at home. I think that this definitely caused a disruption at home, which, that's obvious because his daughter, they say she was on Twitter liking some of the tweets of people saying that T.I. was disgusting. The latest thing is, I guess she unfollowed his social media and things like that. So right now he's just trying to be strong for his family, and he's trying to take care of home before he can speak out and give us a statement that he really doesn't owe us. He's just trying to be strong and be successful, or not be successful, but just make sure that his family can overcome this. He's definitely thinking a lot about what happened. So he's definitely pondering his next move. He's definitely taking some time to think about his action. He's definitely reflecting. He's definitely listening to himself and listening to his daughter and listening to those around him that's telling him, hey, maybe you didn't get this one right. Like maybe what you did was kind of wrong. I think he's listening. I think that he is taking it in, and he's like, hey, I hear you guys. I am reflecting. Let me, just kind of think about this. Let me take some time to myself and think about this. And again, to a source, he's contemplating his next move. He doesn't know, should he take the approach where he's like, hey, I'm a dad, I said what I said, or he's trying to say, hey, I'm a dad, but what I said was wrong, I apologize. So I think, which is, what I'm trying to find out, which route he's going to take. I think he's in the middle of trying to decide that as well. Which way am I going to go when I handle this? Am I going to give the people what they want, or am I going to stand up for what I believe in and for what I was doing, for what I feel was right. And I definitely think he's in good company as well. I think that he's around positive people who is trying to tell him that, or give him like the best advice. I do think he's got people around him who's trying to say, hey, this is why everybody is upset, and let's discuss it and kind of see how things should be handled. A lot of pages here. We all know that's kind of, pages can be like a lot of young energy, so that's probably just like his daughter. And then the Knight of Cups is a very emotional card. I mean, like the Knight of Cups is I think like the Knight of Cups is someone who acts on emotions first before they actually think things through. So that's definitely him. Like I don't think that what he tried to do was planned. Obviously the show wasn't about virginity. The show was about whatever the topic was. And then that came up. But I think that he's just the type of person who just kind of acts on emotions of how they feel. And I think he just felt like sharing it at that time. And then, he didn't really think too much as he was saying it. He didn't even realize what he was saying. Um, the Empress here, we've got the Tower. I mean, I think these cards right here just represent the moment, the disaster, the stress that it's caused. So, if I'm asking the guys how's he feeling right now, I think he is stressed over it, which that's obvious. I think that it has stressed him out. I do think he's feeling a bit regretful, just a bit, but honestly, I'm not getting strong regretful vibes in this deck. Like, I feel like he's more regretful that the world didn't understand exactly what his point was. Um, I don't think he regrets his actual actions, but just possibly. And when I say his actions, he doesn't regret the fact that he visits the gynecologist with his daughter. He doesn't regret that at all. I think he regrets that the world saw it and took it and made it this big deal. And I think that that's bothering him a little bit, and that's stressing him out. And obviously, he's got all kinds of women coming after him. Like, he's got tons of women coming after him, and women are very upset at him. And he knows he's going to have to face that. And I think that when he takes his next step, actually, let me see something here. I'm kind of verified. Yeah, he knows that when he takes his next step, he's going to have to make sure he doesn't miss the mark. He's worried about that, pissing people off further. But he knows he cannot miss the mark on his next step. And his next step is going to be speaking out to women. Like, I think that when he does make his statement, he's going to be talking to women. So I think we can kind of look forward to that. Some kind of, I don't know, women's group, or a lot of the feminists are coming after him. But I think that his apology, or his I said what I said, or whatever it is that he does, I do think that he's going to include women in his focus somehow, in his, I said what I said speech, or his my apology speech, which again, from this vibe, just from the cards I've been pulling, I don't get strong vibes that he's regretful. So I don't think when he makes a statement, I don't see it being, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I do think it's going to be more so, I stand by what I said because I love my daughter and this is why I do this. But I do think he's going to say, hey, I understand where some of you are coming from, and I apologize to you guys if I offended you on that behalf. So I think it's going to be kind of a little bit of both. I think I'm going to see a little bit of, I think it's going to be a little bit of I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, not sorry. Is that the best way to say it? I think it's going to be a little bit I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm just kind of looking to see if we'll get the Temperance here. Yeah, that's what I figured we would get the Temperance because he's going to try to have that balance of making those happy who kind of agree with what he said. There was a lot of dads out there that agree with him, and also keeping true to his integrity, but also, like I said, apologizing. A lot of apologizing. And I think that's why I was getting so many twos. Twos is kind of usually about choosing and balancing. And so I think definitely when T.I. comes out, it's gonna be a little bit of both. I said what I said, but I'm sorry I offended y'all. So that's the vibe I'm getting. So that's just about it for the T.I. Celebrity Tarot reading. He ain't sorry, but he's gonna come out and try to make some of y'all happy. So I think we can be expecting that. Let me see. When can we expect T.I.'s apology? Let me see if I get any. Oh, okay. This failed, so let's go with this. Okay, I think there'll be something soon. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think we'll get something soon. I think that there's an apology of some sort, or not an apology, whatever it is. His balance of, yes, I was wrong for saying it on the air, but I agree with this shit. Like, that's what's coming. And I think it's coming very soon. I think we'll get that very soon. So I would say probably look out for his apology before the month is over, definitely. So that's T.I. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. I do celebrity tarot readings all the time, especially if there's some kind of big news story that's in the news. I definitely try to cover it and get inside the celebrity's heart and mind and see exactly what they're thinking. If you have any celebrities that you need me to read, that you have any questions about, or just kind of want to be nosy and peek in and see what's going on, just send me an email, tarotsnob@gmail.com. I'm also on Instagram, gypsy_hustle___. I'll say that again. Gypsy underscore hustle underscore underscore. That's my IG. I know some of you are already watching this on IG. The reason why I'm doing this is because this video gets uploaded to YouTube first. Okay, so again, send me an email, leave me a comment, drop me a line. I don't know, whatever they do, but just check back with me.